It's Miller time. The Noblesville Sports Network, in conjunction with Insight Cablevision, presents Noblesville High School Basketball. Tonight's telecast is brought to you by Burger King, where we do it like you do it. Walmart on Highway 37 in Noblesville. By your neighborhood Huntington Bank, where they're never satisfied until you're satisfied. And Duval Auto Sales in Noblesville. Your Union State Bank with 6 Hamilton County locations to serve you. Clark Tire for tires, wheel alignment, brakes and shocks, and donuts and more. Now let's go courtside for our pregame show. Welcome to the inaugural telecast of Noblesville High School basketball. Tonight, the boys varsity team takes on the Huskies of Hamilton Heights. I'm John Davis, and sitting next to me is Coach Dave Nicholson of the Noblesville Miller varsity boys coach. Coach Nicholson, I know you've been here for 14 years. You've got a tremendous winning record. What are the hallmarks of a Dave Nicholson coach team?
Well, in the past, I would say you would start with defense and hopefully make a few turnovers. I just think you have to be consistent in those two areas, John. And if you can defend a team and if you can handle the ball without turning it over, you've got a chance in every ball game. So we try to start with those points, and then from there, I would say good shot selection and always a balanced attack so that we don't depend on just one player.
Well, I noticed in the scrimmage you had a week ago, there were a few new faces out there, and the team was very impressive underneath.
Well, we have a couple of new players. The one that you're talking about particularly probably is David Slane. David's a 6'5" junior. He is new to our program, and he has potential to be a very good player. Now, I don't think our fans tonight will see our true team because we have several nagging injuries, some of which are going to try to play with, and some that we won't play. And David turned his ankle this week early and set out one night of practice, but he's going to try to go. So you may not see David at full strength. I hope you do, but he is hurting a little bit with an ankle.
Well, we've got some outside shooting as well.
Well, we do have. Unfortunately, our best outside shooter won't play tonight either, Jason Whiteley. Jason will be joining our team on Wednesday, but that's a situation where he won't be playing tonight.
Well, I know this is a tremendous inter-county rivalry. Hamilton Heights always comes in sky high for Noblesville. What do you expect out of the Huskies tonight?
Well, John, you're right. They will be very emotional. They'll come at us with new enthusiasm. They have a brand new coach, and anytime you get a new coach, I think there's a certain degree of optimism and enthusiasm. That team only won 2 ball games last year. They have all the players back, but with a new coach, I think they will come at us very hard and very aggressive play, and I look for them to press us full court and up and down and play a lot of kids against us, really.
Well, I understand the team set some goals for themselves this year. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, the team always sets their own goals, and they set goals on number of wins, and which I won't elaborate on, but they also talk about tournament success. But I think I would say this, they set 7 or 8 goals. They're very admirable goals. I think they're reachable, but it's going to take a maximum effort every day, and we're going to have to get better every game, which we hope to do. Defensively, they set a goal of 51 points per game. I think that's key to me because it means they have to play defense to reach that goal. The opponent's field goal, they set at 47%. I think those are 2 key factors where you win or lose a ball game. So they want to out-rebound at least 17 of the 21 opponents we're going to face in the regular season. Well, those are the goals that I like to see because if you rebound, play defense, and you keep the other team's shooting percentage low, I think those are keys to who wins and loses.
Well, Coach, we hope to be talking to you as the season progresses, and good luck tonight.
Well, I'd say this, John. We're very happy to have you here televising the games, and I think a lot of people that perhaps can't make it to the game or not able physically to get out, I'm sure you're going to create some interest, and we appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much, Coach Nicholson. Well, we'll be right back for the start of the game, but first this message from Burger King, where we do it like you do it.
There's a surprise waiting for your kids at Burger King. What do you think it could be?
Must be a rainbow. It's something soft and comfortable.
It's the Pretenders. 4 furry cats who pretend to be a dog, a duck, a mouse, and a bunny.
That is a mouse. And now it transforms into a cat again. Meow. Let's get one for Susie. Pretenders.
Collect all 4 Pretenders, $2.09 each, now at Burger King. Net proceeds will benefit Riley Hospital for Children.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Noblesville Television Sports Channel. My name is Ed Downs, and along with John Davis, we'll be bringing you tonight's game between the visiting Hamilton Heights Huskies and the home team, Noblesville Miller. This is the first game for both ball clubs, and kicking off this season, it looks to be an exciting one, and we're anxious to bring you these games throughout this season. John, I know there's some special people you want to mention, so let's do that.
Well, I sure do, and I want to let everybody know that the games tonight are brought to you by Burger King, where we do it like you do it. Walmart Discount City on Highway 37 in Noblesville. By your neighborhood Huntington Bank, where they're never satisfied until you're satisfied. Also, Duval Auto Sales in Noblesville. Union State Bank with 6 Hamilton County locations to serve you. And Clark Tire, where you can get tires, wheel alignment, brakes, and shocks. And we really want to thank our fine sponsors. Well, Ed, I know we've got a lot to talk about. We've got 2 fine teams, an inter-county rivalry. We've got the choir setting up here on the floor. The color guard will be out here in a few minutes. And we want to have all that, of course, on the air tonight. But before we get going, probably ought to talk a little bit about the Hamilton Heights Ball Club. And I think you've got some interesting information on them.
Well, Hamilton Heights, first-year coach in Hamilton Heights, Kirby Overman. Of course, he's no stranger to Hoosier basketball. In 1974, John, he took New Albany to the state championship. So he's been out of it for a few years, but he's excited about being back in Hamilton Heights. And once again, no stranger to basketball here in the state of Indiana. I think that what Coach Overman is looking for, as he's been quoted, is that he's looking for some poise from this year's Heights Ball Club. He thinks maybe that in the years past, maybe the last couple of years, they didn't play with quite as much poise as they could have, and therefore didn't win some of the ball games that they could have. He also thinks they need to go after the other team, very aggressive type style. So we may see some pressing tonight, some half-court traps and whatever.
I'll tell you one thing, in the pregame show, you could probably tell that Coach Nicholson was not taking Hamilton Heights lightly. He mentioned they had basically everybody back from last year, I think with one exception. They've got a couple sophomores on the team, and they have got to be sky high. Noblesville is always one of the toughest teams on their schedule. They're going to come in here ready to play tonight, and I don't think Coach Nicholson's taking them lightly at all.
No, and there's no reason to take them lightly. Coach Nicholson has some injuries that have been plaguing him during the week. He's going to be starting 5 experienced ball players. And one thing, going back to Hamilton Heights for just 1 minute, one of their leading scorer last year, as a matter of fact, Todd Meller, a senior this year, he's out for the season due to a knee injury during football season. So that hurts. That's a heck of a way to start the season when your leading scorer from last year's ball club comes up with a bad knee, and I know he's going to be missed.
Well, he definitely will, because they're going to need all the size and rough and tumble people they can get, because Noblesville comes in here with a much bigger club than last year. They've got a move-in from Chicago, I believe, and Dave Slane, so they'll put 2 boys under the basket at 6'5", and they're both rugged rebounders and good shooters from that 10-foot perimeter. One of the other things we should mention, having watched the scrimmage here about 2 weeks ago, it certainly appears to me that Slane has made 3 the better ball player. And Ed, we're getting ready now for the national anthem, so let's keep the cameras on the floor and let everybody see what's going on in the pregame ceremonies. impressive performance. Coordinated performance by the color guard, Noblesville color guard, the choir, the band, and I'm telling you, that kind of gives you a goosebump there.
Yeah, it sure does, John. You can always tell you're in Noblesville during the basketball season, because I'll tell you what, this place is packed. There couldn't be more than 200 seats. The place holds about 4,200, and just all the excitement, the pageantry. Boy, I'll tell you, ball clubs come into this place, and I'll tell you what, if you're not ready to play, they'll take you away.
Yeah, they will. You know, the crowd's a big factor here, and they typically get into the games early and they stay in them. And I think, of course, you have to put up with that in Indiana just about any time you're on the road. So I'm sure Hamilton Heights is ready.
Hamilton Heights likes coming here. It's a good rivalry, and we should see some good basketball tonight.
You know, I just a few minutes ago happened to notice Courtney Cox coming in the door. And here come the Millers. To a well-deserved ovation from the fans. I was mentioning I saw Courtney Cox come in the door and had a chance to see the Lady Millers play Friday night. And she proved once again why she is everybody's All-American. Scored 29 points, I think 14 rebounds. It was a tremendous victory for the Lady Millers. Let's hope the boys can copy that here tonight.
Should be exciting basketball season, both for boys and girls this year in Noblesville. Let's not forget the Hamilton Heights Huskies. First-year coach Kirby Overman. Boy, like we said earlier, he's been around. It looks like he's got a mild youth movement going on. We're going to be surprised with the grades that these kids are in that he's starting tonight. And you know, they're not too big. And again, they're going up against one of Noblesville's bigger ball clubs in the last couple of years. But don't count these guys out. They're here to play ball.
Well, Ed, I know you've got the starting lineups there, and this might be a good time to let the people know who they're going to be seeing for the next hour and a half.
For the visiting Hamilton Heights Huskies, at one guard, a 5'10" junior, Tim Settles. At the other guard, a 5'11" sophomore, Matt Griffey. In the middle, 6'4" Matt House. He's a senior. At one forward, a 6'2" senior, Tim Newby. And the other forward, a sophomore, 6'3", James Duncan. The Hamilton Heights Huskies also return 8 other lettermen: Jamie Schuler, Chad Hartwick, Matt House, Dave McGill, Jake Kerfoot, of course Tim Newby, senior Nick Poindexter, and sophomore Jim Duncan. Well, it looks like the Miller fans are ready to look for the tip-off. We'd like to thank the fine people that are giving us the opportunity to bring this to you on tape delayed. It's also maybe a good opportunity to tell you that we'll be back here in the Noblesville Gymnasium on Tuesday night when the Lady Millers take on the Anderson Indians, and that'll be on tape delayed Channel 13 on Wednesday night.
I believe that will start at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. We'll be doing, in fact, during the course of the year, we'll be doing 7 games, and later in the broadcast, we'll put up a schedule so you can see the games that we're going to be doing. But we'll be doing 3 of the Noblesville boys games and 4 of the girls games. So we'll keep you informed with each telecast on which ones are coming up.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Athletic Director Mike Moore from Noblesville, as well as basketball coach Dave Nicholson and his assistant Jim Sparks, and the principal of Noblesville High School, John Ford. In Hamilton Heights, Athletic Director Mike Hilton, basketball coach Kirby Overman and his assistant Mike Jenkins, as well as Principal Steve Dillon. We thank those people for, again, giving us the opportunity to bring this to you on the Noblesville Sports Network on Insight Cable Television. Well, John, we're getting ready for the tip-off, getting ready to announce the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Senior Matt House, number 34. Number 24, Chad Hartwick. James Duncan, a sophomore, number 14. And junior, number 22, Tim Settle. And Tim Newby.
I think there'll be a lot of eyes on this game with somebody like Kirby Overman going up against the strategist like Dave Nicholson. this is going to be a very interesting ball game, and I think people from around the area will be watching to see the outcome.
I think you're right, John.
There's Big Greg.
Number 52. Number 20, Tony Etchison, starting at the other forward.
And he can pop them in from outside.
There's the move in. 6'5", Dave Slane, number 50. Chris Bowles, one of the guards, number 30. And the other senior at Anania playing the other guard tonight.
Okay, Ed, just a few seconds we'll have the opening tip-off, and I'm going to turn it over to you now for play-by-play.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Hoosier Hysteria is here. The Noblesville Gymnasium is packed to capacity. Not very many seats left. It looks like both squads are ready. Only one very minor rules change this year, John, and that is on the inbounds toss, the count stops when the ball is released from the player's hand, so it doesn't have to be touched for the 5-second count. That's probably the biggest change this year as far as the rules are concerned, so we might look for that and see how it affects these ball clubs. Millers are in white, the Hamilton's Huskies in orange and brown. We're ready to tip off the 88-89 season, John.
Boy, this is Hoosier Hysteria at its finest. These people are wired and ready to go.
Hamilton Heights, as always, brings a good crowd here to Noblesville, and it looks like they're anxious to get this underway, and we are. And the rebound is handled by the Huskies. Tim Settle on the left side, number 22. Looks like they're going to work the right. House, back out to 42 Hartwick. And that's Matt Griffey, excuse me. First two of the year, 14, James Duncan. He's a sophomore.
Well, they went inside early and scored.
And Heights puts on the early press. Anania with the ball, looking for Etchison. Over the 10-second line, setting something up. Now Threet and Slane are playing down. Anania open on the corner. He's going to take the first one off the back of the rim.
Over the top. Over the top on Slane.
Foul on 50, Dave Slane. That's the team's first and his first. Noblesville in a man-to-man. Inside to Duncan, out to House. He'll take it. Short. Off of 24.
I think both teams are a little tight, Ed.
Looks like Heights is going to keep that press on tonight, John. Knocked out of bounds by 42. Oh, he called a foul. Foul's on 42. Tony Etchison with the ball. Chris Bowles. It's like a slight Noblesville mover. They're moving pretty good in the middle. Pass taken away by Duncan, 14. House with the ball. Tipped by Bowles. Orange ball. Brown ball.
Tell you what, Ed, I think Hamilton Heights thinks that the way they're going to win this game is with quickness and on defense, and they are coming at them.
They're coming at them, John, no question about it. Tim Newby in the ball game for the Heights. Huskies. House with the ball. Back to the left side. Inside. Off. Rebound, House. Up and in. Heights 4, Noblesville nothing. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the ball game. Fouls on 32, Tim Newby. Got him for a push. The Heights people don't like that one too much. Looked like he was trapped pretty well, John.
Well, I'm a little surprised that Heights is trying to work it inside so much early.
Yeah. the smaller ball club, and maybe a good piece of strategy by Overman. Etchison on the right side, cross court to Anania. He'll take it again. Yes!
Oh, yeah.
2 points, Ed Anania. What a 16-footer. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first period. Over to House on the right side. They're looking inside again, John. Amazing rebound. Oh, he's on the line. Anania had position, but Duncan stepped on the line. Etchison taking it out, and Heights continues the press down, John. Bowles takes it all the way up over the 10-second line. He's looking to Slane. Back out to Bowles. We're playing awfully tight on Greg Threet. Duncan is doing a nice job on Greg Threet. Into Slane, over to Threet, nice pass. Dave Slane to Greg Threet.
Well, that's
Hamilton Heights 4, Noblesville 4. Go ahead, John.
I think that's what the Millers need to do to really to dominate this game, because that's where they have strength over Hamilton Heights.
House off the front. Out of bounds. The ball will go to the Huskies. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the first period here. 4-4, Noblesville and Hamilton Heights. Looks to Newby from House. At top of the key, three-pointer. Yes, three-pointer. Tim Settle, 22. Anania to Threet. 2 more, and he got him for the block. Basket's going to count. A nice pass and a nice exchange there for the Millers, John.
Well, they're trying to get points before Hamilton Heights sets up on defense. They're working it underneath to Slane or Threet, and that was a beautiful pass, beautiful assist by Anania to set that score up.
Greg Threet will step to the line, 6'5" senior, coming off a great football season, John. Okay, so Noblesville answers with a three-pointer of a different style, but still 7-7, Heights and the Huskies, or the Millers. They went inside.
They're working inside again successfully.
Foul went on 44, Anania. That's his first, team second. The basket's going to count. Coach Dave Nicholson starting his 14th season here at Noblesville, looking for his 212th career win.
Not too many coaches can say that, and I imagine Kirby Overman has a few under his belt as well.
I believe he does. Did not get that number, John, but Tim Newby off to the left. Dave Slane with the rebound. 4:35 left to go in this first period of action. Heights looking to make a substitution. Looks like Chad Hardwick at the scorer's table. Anania drives the right side, back out to Etchison. Etchison bring it back out to Bowles. The ball will go to Noblesville.
I just can't say enough about this Huskies team defense. These guys are tenacious.
Huskies have come out to play tonight, John, no doubt about it. Of course, the Millers are not doing too bad themselves.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Millers seem to be working it a little bit more. Slane's going to take it all the way in. Yes, Dave Slane. 9-9. Coach Nicholson said something about balanced scoring. That's House. No good. Duncan with the rebound. He walked. They say Duncan walked. Jim Duncan, a sophomore, 6'3", about 175 pounds, John. Looks like he's going to be a ball player.
Sure does. It's obvious right now that Heights is not afraid to put it up anytime they're open. They're going to take
Bowles loses it to Newby with the ball, and we got the charge. Interesting. Chris Bowles loses the ball, knows exactly where, it seems like he knows exactly where he's going to go, and picks up the charge and gets the ball back for the Millers. That's the team fourth foul on Hamilton Heights. Heights still pressing. I don't know the depth position of the Heights ball club, but I'll tell you, the way they're playing right now, 4 quarters of this could be.
You better hope you're in shape.
Right, yes, that's right. Bowles looks to Anania on the right side into Slane. He's going to put it over to Threet. Nice pass. No, off the side of the rim. Slane with the rebound. He got hacked. He got hacked.
Well, you're seeing the added dimension this year with Threet and Slane both controlling the boards, taking the ball up very hard to the basket, and drawing the foul.
Hamilton Heights team's 5th foul. Foul was on 14, Jim Duncan. That was his first. Dave Slane steps to the line to shoot a couple. 6'5" junior, move in from Hoffman Estates, Illinois, from high school. 2 shots. Nice touch off the back of the rim. He'll shoot one more. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at Noblesville. Well, John, they both seem to be playing. Slane knocks down the second one. They seem to be playing real aggressive basketball, both sides. Heights, of course, with the press on. Settles, he'll take that three-pointer all day long. Tim Settles. He's a junior.
I mean, these guys are uninhibited. They're going to put it up when it's there.
Chris Bowles, no good. Tony Etchison. Off 30, off number 20, Tony Etchison. Heights with the ball. Tim Settles going to take it up over the 10-second line. He's a junior, over to House. Jim Duncan back out to Settles. I noticed something interesting this morning looking at Tim Settles' statistics, John. Last year he had 3 field goals and every one of them was a three-pointer. And so far tonight he's taken 2 and they've both been three-pointers. Anania with a steal. Oh! Good hustle by Anania, almost had the steal. Good hustle both sides. Heights rebounds. House with the ball to Newby in the lane. Little hook job. Yeah. Heights 14, Noblesville 10. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the first period. Noblesville needs to settle down just a little bit, John. I think they're...
Well, you know, they were expecting the press, but I'm not sure they were expecting it to be put on this effectively.
Tony Etchison, no good. One minute, 42 seconds left to go in the first period. 14-10 Heights. That's Settle with the ball, number 22. He's going to go inside. Looks for 24 Hartwick. No good. Rebound Slane. He gives it to Bowles. Bowles going to bring it up over the 10-second. Taking it all the way down the lane. Looks like the foul's on 14, Duncan. Heights going to make some substitutions here. It's like 42, Matt Griffey coming into the game for Duncan. And number 44 is Jamie Schuler. 32, Tim Newby will sit down. Coach Nicholson yet to make a substitution tonight, John. Minute and 22. Bowles will step to the line to shoot a pair. Chris Bowles, a senior. Back of the rim. Got one more. Something's going on. I missed it.
I don't know. I don't know what the controversy is here, Ed.
Referee over at the scorer's table. It seems that Newby was standing up. That was all I saw over on the side. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I did not see anything else. Chris Bowles with one more shot. Bowles misses the second one. Settles with the ball. Noblesville looks like they're in a 1-3-1 press, and they get the steal, the three.
Little trap.
The Bowles back to three. Gonna take it in the lane. John, I call that a bona fide hack.
Well, I think Greg Threet has been used to getting blocked like that this whole football season. I'm not sure he thought he was going to get it out here on the floor tonight. This is a physical ball game.
Yeah. Foul was on 44, Jamie Schuler. That's his first. Greg Threet going to step to the line. Noblesville went into that 1-3-1 half-court press, John, and got the steal on the first try. Well, the Millers have missed, I believe, 4 free throws. 2 of 6 from the line tonight. Missed another one.
You need to hit those in a physical game like this.
Yeah, if you're going to put you at the line, you've got to put them down.
You sure do.
House. Yes.
Oh.
Three-pointer, Matt House.
I mean, they're not afraid to put it up. And when you can do it like that, you ought to put it up.
Anania, no good. Fouls on Anania. That'll be his second. Team third. Looks like he went over the back on that one. Tried to get it off the rebound of his shot. 38 seconds left to go in the first period. 17-10 Heights. A little bit of a surprise. But boy, they came out to play, John.
Well, a team that's playing like this, it doesn't surprise me that they are in the lead. These guys are aggressive, they're shooting well, and they're working the ball inside.
House inside. Rebound Etchison. Gives it to Anania. Heights goes back now. They're pulling back. Noblesville will probably go for the last shot. Yep, one. Opening it up, out to three, back to Anania, back to Anania. He's directing traffic a little bit. There's Bowles on the right. Three-pointer. Yes, three-pointer. Chris Bowles right at the buzzer, John. Way to end that first quarter.
I mean, there's some running and gunning and some blocking and tackling. This is a physical ball game, and I'm glad I'm sitting right where I am because this is going to be a fun one to watch. Hey, Ed, I want to talk about one of our sponsors because I know this particular sponsor has a kind of a warm spot in your heart, and that, of course, is Walmart Discount City on Highway 37 in Noblesville. Now, from now through Christmas, they're going to give you some extra hours to go out there and shop. They're going to be open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 12:30 to 5:30 on Sunday. On Thursday, Thanksgiving, they're going to be closed. It's a holiday.
That means I can't go there.
Well, that's right.
I'm there about every day.
That's right. But they're going to open Friday at 7 a.m. for a special post-Thanksgiving early morning sale. So they'll open at 7 a.m. They'll be open until 10 p.m. on the Friday after Thanksgiving. And they've got coffee and donuts free for everybody that comes that morning. And some tremendous sale prices. So, Ed, we'll have to get up about 5:30 and get in line and make sure we're down there.
Eat some donuts, drink some coffee. You find people at Walmart.
Yeah, you know, they're serving the best kind of donuts you can get, too.
They're free, aren't they?
They're free, that's
I
right.
like that. Okay, we're ready for second quarter action. Heights with the ball. Try to set the lineup for you. 42, Heights, Matt Griffey, his shot. Bowles with the rebound. Oh, man, it is rough. They got a jump ball, and that'll go to Noblesville. Boy, it is rough. They are playing some physical basketball out there.
You can kind of tell this is an inter-county rivalry. I'm sure these kids see each other over the summer, and you know, nobody wants to have to hang their head.
I know at Coach Nicholson, Heights had the ball, and then there was a jump. It's got to be white ball. Looks like they switched the clock. They're not supposed to switch the clock until after the ball goes in. Anania with the ball. Heights comes back out with that press. Trapped. Up to Etchison. He'll take it up over the 10-second line. Trips. Unbelievable. A little bit sloppy. Tim Settle with the ball. Interesting statistic from the first quarter, John. Heights shot 3 for 5 from the three-point line.
Well, they were hitting them, and they're putting them up. No hesitation whatsoever.
Oh, 14, James Duncan. He's only a sophomore. Anania up the middle again. No, rebound Slane, up and in. 19-15, Hamilton Heights by 4. trap on Noblesville. House, three-pointer, no good.
Great block by Threet.
Oh. I guess Greg wanted the block on that. I think Greg wanted the block instead of the travel.
I don't know if that was travel or if he ran into a roadblock there.
Ananias shoveled the pass off to him, and Greg just kept them moving.
Yeah, he did.
House. Back to settle. To the top. Took the fake. House, he'll take that three-pointer. Short, off the back front of the rim. White ball.
Well, you know, I think the more we can force them or let them shoot that three-pointer, the better off we're going to be. Because that's not a good percentage shot if they shoot it all night.
With the big guys underneath and the way Heights is pressing, it could prove to be, let them do it. We'll see what happens. They've backed off just a little bit. Over to Bowles. He'll take it across the 10-second line. Out to Etchison. Chris Bowles. Threet in the paint. Off back of the rim. Bounces out. Madhouse with the ball. He's a senior. Anania steals it into Slane. Nice play at Anania. You got a foul. You got a foul.
Well, again, Noblesville draws the foul on a fast break situation. And here, as we mentioned earlier, they really need to capitalize on the free throws to keep from playing right into Hamilton Heights' hand. On the other hand, Hamilton Heights, I think that's in their plan. They're going to challenge every shot. Nothing's going to go up uncontested. And as of right now, I think it's working.
Foul was on 44. Jamie Schuler, Chris Bowles at the line. 1-and-1. Threet with the rebound. He's going to go right back to the hoop. Puts it in. He liked it. That makes the score 19-19, and the Millers have a chance to take the lead. I'm sorry, I take that back. 19-17. They were down by 4.
I think the Millers have been trying to work it underneath, but really Heights has denied them the ball. But when they get a shot, an opportunity like Threet had there, they can put it up and make it and take advantage of their size.
Absolutely. Greg Threet to step to the line. He'll try to bring it within 1. It's 19-17. The Heights Huskies leading the Noblesville Millers. Greg Threet, good touch. 5 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Chris Bowles with the ball. Kind of the floor general, Coach Dave Nicholson. They're moving a little bit better. Top of the key, Greg Threet on the side to Etchison, number 20. Back out to Threet, and Bowles going to set something up. First game of Hoosier basketball, high school basketball. Etchison wide open. Tried to bank it, didn't go. Rebound, 42, Matt Griffey.
We didn't have anybody on the weak side there to pick that rebound off.
Etchison was wide open, and they were loaded on the right side, John. Slane takes the baseline away. They'll go to White. White ball. 4:46, second period. Anania brings it back out to Bowles. Into Threet. He's going to take it. 7-footer, no good. Threet with his own rebound. Back up, no good. Etchison knocked out of bounds by Duncan. From Heights, the White ball. Nice crowd here tonight, John. And here's our first timeout and our first message from
Burger King, where we do it like you do it.
The thing about being a child is that no matter what you touch, it's new, you know what I mean? I mean, everything.
Wow. She likes us. You saw her at the barbecue. She was eating everything inside.
She has an appetite.
Father like daughter.
My baby does the hanky-panky. She's eating Dad.
Can we have one double cheeseburger for my baby, please?
We do it like you do.
Well, this one's made to perfection.
At Burger King.
She's not gonna date till she's 30 years old.
Hamilton Heights is an extremely aggressive, impressive ball club. They're uninhibited. They're going after Noblesville, and right now it's paying off.
I agree, John. They came in here to play some ball, and that's exactly what's happening. The Millers are going to have the ball underneath their own basket. Matt House back in the game, 34. 6'4" senior. Chris Bowles back to Tony Etchison. Got him for the steps. Oh, he carried it. Tim Settle. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the second period. 19 for the Heights Huskies, 18 for the Millers. Noblesville with a substitution. It looks like Shane Davis. Number 54 in for Tony Etchison. Chris Bowles with the ball. Senior. Inside to Slane. Hits Davis in the... I don't know whether Shane saw that one coming. Threet with a nice steal. Good hands by Greg Threet. And the Millers bring it up again, trying to take their first lead of the evening. Inside to the paint to Threet. He's looking. Up, nothing there. Back up, nothing there. And we got a foul. And it looks like it's on the Millers. Could be on Dave Slane. Shane Davis. Foul's on Shane Davis, number 54. And the Millers look to have tightened it up quite a bit. 2 points, James Duncan. Huskies in a little bit of a press. Bowles brings it all the way up. Into Threet, takes the baseline. Greg Threet. Nice move for Greg.
Well, that's what you would have expected to see all night. But quite frankly, Noblesville hasn't been able to do it because Hamilton Heights has done a good job denying them the baseline and denying them the middle.
Noblesville causes the turnover on the double dribble, and we've got the ball underneath. Shane Davis, sophomore, 6'1". Anthony in the corner. Backside to Davis. Anthony is going to shoot. It's flicked. Flicked by Duncan. Anthony will step to the line. That's a third foul on James Duncan, and he's been putting that ball up and doing a nice job of it. So Mr. Overman has something to think about here with 3 minutes left to go. Looks like Tony Etchison coming back into the ball game for the Millers. John, it really looks like Noblesville has good balance offensively. We haven't seen one or two. They've all taken shots. They've all gone to the hoop. They've taken those outsiders.
They've been very unselfish.
Short off the front of the rim. Noblesville not making their free throws tonight.
That could come back to haunt them at the end of this game, too.
3 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Anthony misses the second one. Boy, they just are missing their free throws. 21-20, Heights Huskies. Tight defense. That's House on Anthony. Put their arms up. Settle, just inside the three-pointer. He's going all the way in. He made up his mind early.
Well, you can't stop that. And there's Heights back in that 2-2-1 press.
Greg Threet looks into Slane. He's all alone. He made the turn, and nobody was there.
Well, that's one way to take the edge off a press, too.
House on the right side. Oh, cross court to Settle. That's a three-pointer. Three-pointer. Tim Settle. Tim Newby, I'm sorry. Slane all alone. Two more. 26-24, Heights Huskies, 1:54 and counting down in the second period. Bowles with a kick.
Well, the Millers appear to be going into a little trapping defense on their end of the court to try, I suppose, to destroy the rhythm of the Huskies, but they're still shooting pretty well.
Tim Settle with the ball on the right side, directing a little traffic. Schuler back in the ballgame, number 44 for Heights. Out of bounds. And ball turned over to the Noblesville Millers. Minute and 34 seconds left to go. Heights up by 2. Chris Bowles. Then left side to Dave Slane. Slane over to Anania. He's looking. Turnover. Tim Settle goes over. Kirby Overman says a few words. Matt House, senior. Oh, he drug it. Yeah, good call by the referee. He drug his right foot right across the floor, John. Hamilton Heights Husky, members of the Rangeline Conference, and the Noblesville Millers, members of the Olympic Conference. Alley-oop to Dave Slane. Knocked out of bound by Matt House, number 34 from Husky Land. Did I say Husky Land? I really didn't mean to say that.
I don't know.
You didn't hear it. That's all right.
With these fans
Tony
yelling
Etchison
so loud, it's hard to hear.
Chris Bowles, he's looking. Tony Etchison to Bowles. Could be going for one. Slane, touch pass from Anania. Not going in. Out of bounds. Last touch by Greg Threet. Ball goes over to the Heights Huskies. I guess I have a hard time saying Hamilton Heights Huskies, so I keep saying the Heights Huskies. I don't know.
Oh, that's close enough.
I don't think they mind.
No.
Nobody's said anything yet. House with a three-pointer, and that one is out of bounds, as they say.
Yeah, that was a professional type three-pointer.
Good shooter. Matt House is a good shooter, and they've shown that they'll put them three-pointers up. That's part of their offense.
Yeah.
A little controversy. Tim Newby saying it should be Heights' ball, but the referee says otherwise. 26 seconds left to go in the second period. 26-24. Heights over Noblesville. Bowles looking inside. Back out to Etchison. He's going to wheel it to Dave Slane. Anania cuts through the middle. Nothing there. Slane's going to take it all the way in off the Anania. He's going to go to the hoop. And he got Newby for the block. He got Newby for the block. That's his third. Tim Newby with 3, so they've got Duncan with 3 and Newby with 3.
Well, I think the depth on the Hamilton Heights team is somewhat suspect, and I believe if they were to get into foul trouble, that might hurt them a little bit more than the Millers. So they've really got to watch that. The other thing, it could cause them to take that press off, which works so effectively for them.
Oh, the Millers. Anania with a free throw. 26-25, 9 seconds left to go. Anania's got one more. Missed it, but Threet gets the rebound, and he took steps. Pressed by Noblesville. Newby. Bowles from behind. Ball's loose. Slane dot. And Bowles gets called for the foul. I don't have a replay camera, but boy, it looked like bodies were just going all over.
Well, I think it's 1st and 10. This reminds me of that Notre Dame Penn State game I was watching earlier today.
Heights finally gets to the 5th foul. So they'll shoot a 1-on-1. Tim Newby, 32. He's a senior, 6'2".
Remind everybody to stay tuned for halftime when we'll have the statistics from the first half, kept so ably by Danny Nicholson.
Danny's back from Ball State. We appreciate his help tonight. Our statistician is one of our cameramen, and our statistician was recruited. Newby hits the first one. 27-25. Hamilton Heights with the lead, 2-point lead. Big crowd here tonight, John, really into this ball game. Newby with his second one. It's off to the left side, and Threet gets the rebound. They won't get a shot off. So the Hamilton Heights Huskies will go into the locker room up by 2, 27-25, and we'll be right back.
Well, before we go, let's say a word about one of our really fine sponsors, Duval Auto Sales. And I know, Ed, you've been by there a few times, and
Duval Auto
quite
Sales.
a selection.
Duval Auto Sales out there on Highway 19. And he would like for us to pass the message along that if there's a car you're looking for and he doesn't have it, he'll find it for you. Duval Auto Sales out there on Highway 19. Good selection. Bank financing is available. Stop by and see Scott Jackson and Gary Duval at Duval Auto Sales. Well, John, we'll be right back.
Right after this word from Burger King.
There's a surprise waiting for your kids at Burger King. What do you think it could be?
Must be a rainbow. It's something soft and comfortable.
It's the Pretenders. 4 furry cats who pretend to be a dog,
See?
a duck,
It's
a mouse, and a
No,
bunny.
that is a mouse. And now it transforms into a cat again. Meow. Let's get one for Susie. Pretenders.
Collect all 4 Pretenders, $2.09 each, now at Burger King. Net proceeds will benefit Riley Hospital for Children.
Well, we really appreciate Burger King out there on Highway 37 being one of our sponsors, and Doug Brucker, the local franchisee, has been really nice to us. He's really stepped up to the challenge and helped us put these telecasts on the air. And I want to say a word also about my favorite store, and that's Walmart. And I know just about every time I'm there, I run into people I know. I think a lot of people on a Sunday afternoon when there's no good television on decide to go to Walmart for their entertainment. And I'll tell you, they've got a tremendous selection. And over the holidays, from the day after Thanksgiving through the end of Christmas, they've got new hours. And that'll be from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and from 12:30 to 5:30 p.m. on Sunday. Now, they will be closed this Thursday, Thanksgiving, but they'll be open Friday at a special time at 7 a.m., and they'll stay open until 10 p.m. for a special early morning sale. And coffee and donuts will be served, and Ed, you'll like this, they're free of charge.
Thanks, John. I will be there to get some of those.
I know you will. Now, we also ought to talk about some of our other fine sponsors. You just heard a word from Burger King, and you know that's where they do it like you do it. Also, Walmart Discount City on Highway 37 in Noblesville. By your neighborhood Huntington Bank, where they're never satisfied until you're satisfied. Also, Duval Auto Sales in Noblesville. Union State Bank with 6 Hamilton County locations to serve you. And Clark Tire, where you can find tires, wheel alignments, brakes, and shocks. And we really thank the fine sponsors that have helped fund this telecast. And as most people know, anything over and above expenses goes to the high school athletic department. And you and I are having a lot of fun doing it, and I hope it really pays off for the school here.
I hope so, John. Well, we've got the statistics for the first half, and they kind of look a little alarming, particularly for the Noblesville Millers when you look at their free throws. 4 for 13, and that's about 30%. 9 turnovers for the Millers, and from three-point range, they were 1 for 1, and that was Chris Bowles. For Noblesville, Anania with 3 points on 1 field goal and 1 free throw. He has 2 fouls. Chris Bowles, 1 field goal. That was a 3-pointer. He has 1 foul. Dave Slane has 9 points and 1 foul. Greg Threed has 10 points and has not fouled. Tony Etchison did not score, and Shane Davis did not score, and he has 1 foul. For the Hamilton Heights Huskies, Tim Settles with 11 points. He has no fouls called on him. Tim Newby has 5 points, but has 3 fouls. James Duncan with 6 points and 3 fouls. Matt Griffey did not score, committed 1 foul. Jamie Schuler did not score and has 2 fouls. And Chad Hartwig did not score nor did not foul. The Huskies only shot 2 free throws, and they were fortunate on 1 for 50%, 1 for 2. They had 9 turnovers, and from 3-point range, 4 for 9. And the score at halftime is the Hamilton Heights Huskies 27 and the Noblesville Millers 25. I think, John, there were more substitutions by Heights in the first half, but the pressing that they did and the aggressive behavior that they put a couple of kids in foul trouble. Newby and Duncan are both in foul trouble with 3. That might be a factor. Again, that might not be, but they each have 3.
Well, I think what you're seeing, too, is Hamilton Heights comes in here after suffering a pretty major defeat last year against Noblesville, and they come in knowing that Noblesville has a good team, a big team, experienced, aggressive, and we've got some good outside shooters. So they know that to win this game, they're going to have to pull out all the stops from the get-go. They're going to put it up whenever they're open, and they're going to put the press on.